I'm showing them. We're celebrating this today. We have a special guest, Mike DADDONA, and his beautiful wife Susie have come to visit me. Actually, they were in the area.
Sort of.
But since we're now partners, right?
That's right.
We have to show what he bought into. Oh God.
And the auditor is going to be here shortly.
Oh, look at this. I think you're going to show him that. Well, you get this pile of monitors. You get this pile of circuit boards.
That's wonderful.
You get all these televisions here. I have more chassis than anybody on earth.
Right, I thought
I have a rack of chassis and back glasses and pinball parts and heads. This is all going to be yours, Michael.
Oh.
And I'm going to give you every single television up here. And they're secured correctly. That means they're weighted so they can't fall off on our heads.
Oh, I see the little lever.
They're engineered, yeah. So the picture tube necks don't get broken. The bad ones we recycle. We've recycled 1,500 monitors.
Really?
Picture tubes. Actually, you'll see a bunch outside. Look at this beautiful game.
Yeah,
Just finished.
when I walked in.
Customer sent us this. It did not look like this when we got it. Actually, there's one thing I would like to do. I forgot to do it. We can maybe, before the guy comes at 2:30, run along this edge and this edge. The wide magic marker.
Yep. Yes, sir.
The black.
You can take care of that.
I completely forgot to do that. But when this came, it was a mess. We lit this bow out, the bow, and then we lit down here, and then the cabinet buttons. And then we added strips. These were never lit. It was so dark.
Wow.
And it just added a lot of lights. And this was his favorite game. And Steven brought the color. Now I want you to look at the side. When the game came in, there was no red.
Really?
And you would never know that
You're fine.
Steven painted the red.
Wow.
All hand painted. All
That's
hand
amazing.
painted.
That's absolutely.
The black is the only one where you can see. And then he's doing the same. This is the old star.
What are you using there, Steven? Is that fine steel wool?
Yes.
Yeah, what kind of mixture?
Soap pad, just
This regular, the soap and the.
soap and water.
Really?
Yeah, we have all basics. Gojo. See, you get Gojo. Do you need me, Randy? No. She doesn't want to be
I
filmed.
know.
See, the problem is if Angie gets on camera, the lens will develop hairline cracks and fall out of the camera. It doesn't do that with me, does it?
Nope.
Now, this game is for Marc in Canada.
Canada.
It is too far gone. Wow, this is bad.
I told you. Don't listen to me.
Well, we have new art coming. So, I have brand new art. So,
I thought you touched it up.
I should call the Amusement Enterprise Corporation and complain. I'm sure they're bankrupt now. Anyway, I'm working on another Monte Carlo.
I remember that. Absolutely.
We finished this, but the beacon motor went there. So I have a beacon motor coming. So this one here, the guy makes this ramp. Finally, somebody makes the ramp. So we have a new ramp coming. So
Now, is this yours or is this customers?
this is ours. I still have a bunch of customer ones. I'm sorry I'm so late. I'm a year behind.
Hi, Steve. Hey,
But
how are you?
the sales take a priority over the. So when we sell a game, that takes priority over an overhaul.
All monitors.
This guy sent this little one in for repair. I didn't realize it had this gaping,
Oh my gosh.
rotted hole in the back. And
Can you repair the boards for those? I didn't realize they could be
we have,
repaired.
yes, there's a man. This is interesting news. John in Canada. John's Jukebox John in Canada.
Oh yeah, he has not done some business with
He has invented and built a new circuit board that solders into the top of that one
Really?
that will repair them all.
Wow.
He sent me, I'm the sample customer, and I said I have a game in, we'll install the board, and if it works, it's real simple to put in. The original design, you had to run all these wires and jumpers. This will go right in, And if it does and works, we're going to bring back to life dozens of these machines all around the world.
Yeah, I broke up quite a few,
So
unfortunately.
did I. We all broke up quite a few
Yes.
because you couldn't get that chip. The processor is so weird. It was, you know, Bally made this the last 2 years. I mean, they made it. I mean, and honestly.
Not 40.
No, 50. 77, right? Is it 50? It's almost 50. No, not quite 50. 45. Give or take a few years. But we're going to take them over to the warehouse now. Wait a minute. The warehouse. All right, we'll finish that. Let me give them this paperwork. And then we'll go. Aha! We're here. And look, just in time, Mike's going to see one of his Jersey Jack pinballs going. He wants to pick it up on the pallet. Now, there's something very interesting about a Jersey Jack palleted game. Unlike a Stern, you can't take it off the pallet and load this into your truck because the bottom of the machine, you slide this off. So it's not sealed in this. So once you take it off the pallet, you have to take it out of the pallet. Now we prefer that. Now this is the Elvis, we're shipping to Tennessee, but we're using the, now see what we did is we cut the bottom of the box off so we can slide, I usually have some up here, but we slide the box on top and reuse the Stern boxes.
Wow. Yeah,
So
that's a
that
lot
way
easier.
the box isn't damaged or open, and we actually prefer the Jersey Jack system. The downside is if the lady wants to pick it up and open the crate at her house, she's got to take the pallet. So Mr. Pallet has to go with her. So there's no other way to avoid that.
Yes.
So and I told her that today, so she said I'll have to bring the pickup. She was going to come in the wrong vehicle.
So how far
I
is
didn't
driving?
do that. About 2.5 hours. She's going to come Monday. Monday's okay. So this is where all the this is great stuff. I almost said garbage.
No.
He says that all the
I
time.
do. These are our limited. We're running out of shuffle alleys, worn out play fields.
Yeah.
However, I have a stash of play fields over there. Actually, this is a whole box of. Let's see if any of the people here can recognize. Do you know what this is? This was actually a first in the pinball industry. This is a first. This is the entire top play field without the wood of a, yes, a Blackwater 100.
Black what? Water.
Water. So these are all the plastics
Oh, wow, look at all
of
those.
Blackwater.
Holy mackerel.
This mounts onto the wood, and then the artwork's on the wood. But this makes the playfield indestructible.
Sure does.
It was a great idea, but service-wise, it's not. It's very difficult to service because the playfield didn't lift up. If the playfield lifted up like the Black Knight 2000, you could get under there and get to it. It doesn't. So it's more trouble. But that's a landmark. This was 89.
Very interesting.
Actually, 88. I think this was before Black Knight 2000, I think. I can't keep it all in my
It's a
head.
plethora of information.
I can't. But I never thought of it. That's a first. Here's more junk. Great stuff.
But you have it well organized, I must say.
Well, this is our. These are waiting for overhauls.
You have no idea the point of comparison. He's very considered.
I promise the people we'll get to them.
Oh, God. Well,
So this section is overhauls. I wonder whose bike that is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is something interesting. The moving seat
yeah.
of a cruising Exotica.
Yep.
And we think it works. I just got the power supply for it. These are more overhauls.
If you should need any parts supplied, I have one.
Oh, a big one? The big
No,
one?
just a seat.
Oh, okay.
Just a movable seat.
Yes, the power supply apparently is the weak link on the system.
Okay.
So we found one online. Which is a good thing, right? It's good when you find it. Here is the remainder of the new boxes from this man. So we still have turtles, and that's either Guns N' Roses or Willy Wonka. We have this is Led Zeppelin Pro, which has been sold, but we just got the Spy Hunter plastics. If you're watching, so you're getting it. So Star Wars. They always spell this wrong.
The Star Wars.
There's the S is on the end. They spell it wrong. Here's what we have. There's 2 Beatles golds.
Did you say Beatles Gold?
Beetle.
Okay.
Beetle gold.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. And then the comic. So you just sent these. You just came from the boys. And then more cocktails. Back doors.
Yes.
A go-go.
Which are running. We're getting frugal on them. We're running out. This is the infamous Polybius. You hear the music. Polybius, we lost the front wood, so we have to fix it. That's why he's pissed.
He's mad.
Normally he would be rolling around following us. But Polybius is not. Of course, you know, this is the mysterious game that people don't quite know if they made it. If you want to know, right up here, you can see the full history of the mystery of Polybius.
In every episode there.
See, I keep referring people. I don't know what this one is. It's obviously an asteroids, but I don't know why it's wrapped or why we have it.
It's going on my truck.
So, sooner or later, we do have a nice air hockey for sale for $100. I got it as a trade-in. I don't want it, but it looks clean. Some more stuff. See that Lethal Enforcer? Paid in full a year and a half ago. I never heard from them again.
Well, maybe you'll be watching this video.
How much is this?
$100.
$100.
For you, 125.
About 25.
It works. I mean, I didn't plug it in.
It works?
It looks like brand new. 100, yeah, we should. And this is the Blackwater 100 we saw the parts from, because somebody wanted to see pictures of it. So we brought it down from the second level. We're just going to squeeze past here, because I think Susie and Mike need to see the offices.
Uh-oh.
I can't do that soundtrack twice, but I did anyway. No, it's not fair, but the offices, in fact, have a lot of circuit boards. I keep them in here because these we're splitting the money from. These belong to me and Joe.
Okay.
So we split everything in these offices. And Mike, this will really get you in the dither.
Oh my God.
We just got another load, and the stuff is selling very well. We were down to about half, and then we restocked. And here's something interesting.
Now he had all these in his building?
Yes.
Oh my God.
On shelves after shelves
These are
after shelves.
brand new monitor chassis, but they're for touchscreen games, picture tube touchscreen games. So
For the shame.
it is. It is. And so there's chassis, there's circuit boards, but we had to get them out because he was getting thrown out. So there comes a time when you have to say no. What is this? This is a NASCAR, Crowns Golf.
Oh.
Worthless.
Yes, yes.
I mean, this is beyond worthless.
It is not.
That's a tag on it, see?
Yeah, it was a repair tag.
The gate's worth 10 cents.
It's possible it actually works. Oh no, it says no sound.
Because he didn't have the
That means
soundboard.
it's worth less than 0.
It
No.
could have been repaired, and that's not the tag on it.
It could have.
So the sound may work.
It is possible. We have found, as you know, you can have a board marked bad. You plug it in and it actually works, and then you can have a board you tested last week working, and then it doesn't.
Because it may be another board.
It's too many. Now we actually had rented these offices out. As a matter of fact, the man that rented this is now a multi-millionaire. He actually has billboards all up and down 95. He owns SCO-1. And this is where he started.
Wow.
He actually was in here. And I remember the roof was leaking on his desk. I said, oh my gosh. So he was in this tiny little office, and now he's huge. And that was only 10 years ago.
Wow.
I think 10 years ago when these offices
Oh,
were
I'm
actually nice. I can understand that.
Well, now they're.
This is all Joe's. But you see, by having him in here, Joe can be, I can keep track of his money.
Sure, Sure.
So he gets half of everything we sell. And
Will you ever come here to repair boards?
no,
No, huh?
I haven't been able. Joe, you're watching. You're supposed to be fixing boards here.
Joe, we need you. The
we
industry
go.
needs you, Joe. I'm
Desperate.
very serious.
I have the area for him, but you know he's tired of it. You know, I guess after all that.
But did you show him these offices?
Well, I don't think. No, he's going to be in the main office.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this is just storage. I wouldn't.
No, I thought if you put him here, if he
this
saw it,
is-
it would
this is
entice
air
him.
conditioned
Oh, yeah.
and heated.
Something to have
I wouldn't put him in here. These are his racks, and we got more. Wow. These manuals are these are manuals from 3 different vendors he absorbed. So we have tons of that, and they're selling well. Yes, they are selling well. So,
Wow.
Very
now,
nice.
did I make
Wow.
you 2 more depressed?
No. I'm very impressed.
I'm
thought things were
depressed
gonna-
when I
no,
come in
no,
and
no.
go, oh,
No,
my
I'm
God.
impressed.
We got so much more to
Things
sell.
are- Things are very organized.
Now, I do have one plus. My wife's, actually, this room used to be the studio where we did all the green screen. And she put her foot down. She says, I'm not going over that place anymore. So I moved the green screening over there. So my wife has not been in this building for years. If she was, I would never hear the end of it.
Say what now?
Well, that's
I
why
have
you
not
got
been to his warehouse in a long time. Not because I've been banned from it. I just choose not to.
Oh, my wife's not banned. She can come in.
but she doesn't want to get upset.
That's,
Well, that's kind of- see,
it's
that's the other
combination. She says, "Are we selling stuff?" And I said, "Yes." She's happy.
Okay, there you go. Well, I can actually, because I look at
We
the stuff
are.
now.
We are, absolutely.
Yeah.
We are selling.
That's good.
You are.
We are selling. And we do have regular trash pickup. And believe
Look, it's
it or
a,
not,
it's
I know.
Buy one, get one free.
What year is it? Gold.
1986.
Oh, was that an old receipt?
No, you know him and his bulletins.
Oh, it's the small circle.
journal bulletin
Yeah,
from
most
86.
stuff.
A bullet.
There we go.
How important this stuff is.
Listen.
It's almost like a
Mematron
candy store.
Macmania wire table. Atari.
You tap on Berserk because that's where we started.
Ah,
You know, this is the starting game.
yep.
This is back when everything started.
Yep.
Defender, Berserk,
Yep, I remember very well.
Troubles with it. So I told the boys we're done running.
Space Duel, Joust.
My first video game back then was the cocktail table, Tato cocktail table that's imported
Oh.
hundreds of containers from Japan. They used to have what we would call an arcade with these large rooms, and all they had were Space Invaders cocktail tables lined up, made by Tato.
Can you imagine what they would be worth now?
Yeah,
I promised
and
the
we paid
boys we wouldn't run them.
$735 for them. Yeah.
Now what you should do is make up a series of these. Now somebody actually went to the trouble of making these up, right? It was in a rec center. And they put it on Velcro.
Wow.
So when you pull them off the game, the Velcro is still there. And when the game's working, you're watching, looking, playing the game through Velcro.
Look around the
Isn't that
Velcro.
smart?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, very interesting.
I think you have a better colorful adjective than that. However,
Now this strike we just finished. We're going to be delivering this tomorrow. Looks good. Let me see. I hope we need boards. Oh, well, it has a driver board.
well, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Look how organized this is. All the Galagas, there's Pac-Man.
Star Wars.
These are our life's blood. So these will become multi-cades.
Yeah.
So this is our best-selling game. Not in this condition, but these will become multi-cades and repainted and refinished. We just put the LCD in this. This is our rental Spider-Man because everybody's into Spider-Man. So we just squeezed it in. We actually had to cut out this wood on the sides to screen in the LCD into this. So this isn't going in a house. It's going to be rented out, hopefully on a regular basis.
Well, you just pulled it from a rental, I think.
We did. We had it at a rental, and they loved it. Everybody's into this now because of the movie. Sure. Are you learning anything? No, you're not. You've been through this warehouse many times.
Oh no, there's people get to see what's new.
Now, here's something you didn't know. This is an overseas pallet. Do you see that? That means we can ship this, use this overseas. It's got the heat-treated stamp on it.
Oh.
So if you ship overseas, Mr. Lenz is here.
I did. I was actually seen it.
Mr. Lenz is here.
I got it.
And the screen is over here.
Need a new camera, man.
No, you don't.
Am I going to see everything lopsided?
No.
Okay. Tony's coming.
Not at all.
Oh, Tony Polio.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming here to get this.
Tatio.
Buy this. Polio.
Tatio.
Oh, it's a Tatio elevator action. So, and we just put a new power supply. Yes, it's an as-is for $1,000. Wasn't that worth it? $1,000. Yeah, working new power supply monitor has all new caps. So we got all that done.
Refurbed.
And most important, the scale. My friend Scott, my best friend, made that for me. Brought it over. He made a circuit. So it'll actually change traffic lights just like a car. The red light will be on, then it'll switch to green and count like 40 seconds and then go yellow for 5 seconds and then red. He designed it all, but look at the size of it.
Put it in the studio. Look good in your living room.
He has no room.
Right above the fireplace.
So it's been up there for 10 years. I don't know what to do with it. So.
Well, Todd, I'm incredibly impressed with how organized
Well,
everything
I'm
is.
incredibly depressed every time I come through here. I already said that. It's the same joke. Well, but you see, I have to show my partner what he's getting.
That's right.
The money.
Can I have my money back?
Dun, dun, dun.
Now that was worth the sound.
Yeah.
I spent it all in one place.
Applebee's.
Applebee's
With
every
tips.
night. Almost every night.
Tips the waitresses.
Well, people want to know, we like Applebee's a lot, but it's the only place open till midnight. Everything else closes.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
You're gonna come for a week.
Everything closes.
Years
After 8
ago,
o'clock.
you remember all of this
24-hour diners. You could go out 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Eaton Park.
Yep.
IHOPs.
Yeah, everything was open 20. Nothing's open 24 hours anymore. And they say mainly because they can't get the staff. And that's of course where we weigh everything. So by the way, we're providing a new service. So now, unaware of a lot of people don't know this. If you go into the Internet Pinball Database, Jay runs that. If you see a weight of a pinball machine, it's because of me. So I send him the weight, the crated weight, but not in the crate, the pinball machine with legs, because the exact weight has never been recorded anywhere.
Oh, wow.
If the flyer has a weight, it's a guess.
Okay.
See, that
It's
makes
never
it
the
real.
right weight. So I also put the video games on KLOV. So I put the weights also, so when we weigh a Pac-Man, we put it on here, an original one without an LCD. So we make sure it's not been updated and stuff. So we make sure it's the right weight. So if you see weights on KLOV or on Internet Pinball Database, that's me. He won't give me credit because he said everybody would want credit. So he said, but if anybody asks, I'll say Todd provided the weight. But then they can yell at me if they're wrong. But they're right.
What
The
is your,
scale's pretty good. Let me just see. Did I change my weight?
Oh, zoom in on this number.
Here, look. We'll turn this on. It's not plugged in.
Oh,
We had it about 2 months ago.
oh, good.
You have a scale, right?
Yeah, we haven't
Oh,
used it
yeah,
yet.
he's got it in his, sitting there, it
Good.
hasn't been hooked up yet.
No, it should be a
Has to be
switch.
calibrated.
Yeah, no, the switch will calibrate it once I turn it on. I have to figure out what. Here it is. It's loading now. It's calibrating. Now, what do you think the scale will say, folks, when I step on?
Get off of me.
257.
What? What?
247.
73.
Close.
All right, whatever.
Oh, I wish.
See how much you weigh.
It'll say,
I say 293.
it will say one person at a time, please.
Here we go. 293. It's loading. Oh.
296.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
No Applebee's tonight.
Uh-oh. That lies! It's wrong. By the way, this is 50 pounds wrong. Let's see what Philip weighs.
Nothing.
God. A tiny little thing.
Well, I'm
150.
holding a 5-pound camera.
Oh. Chuck, your turn.
Sure, hey, why not?
Now, Chuck just ran a 5K. He just, 5K, 180 for Chuck.
That doesn't
Well, he's
surprise
tall.
Now, we won't. Do you want to be embarrassed?
No.
If your
go
daddy
ahead.
weighs 150,
140.
140, then you weigh.
150.
I'm more
Seven.
interested.
157.
A little lower.
He's gonna be. I say 130.
Let's see.
I want to see how
He's
much.
heavier.
I want to see how much his hair weighs.
161.
I said 157.
This, my wallet.
Oh yes, your heavy sweatshirt.
Quite heavy.
Hands off.
I love you, Nick, but
Yeah, no.
Wait,
it's-
Mr.
it's
Camera
all at
Operator.
McDonald's.
Group the camera. You're the cameraman.
They don't have to. They're already screwed.
Well, you know, I'm not one set. That's line. It needs to be calibrated.
Now, if Mike weighs more than me,
Oh, get on that
he
scale.
gives me 100,000. But if he weighs less,
You give him 100,000?
yes.
I'll give you. I'll give you $10.
Could you give me 2 of those boards?
Which one?
In
Ooh.
the office, in the executive offices.
Yes. Which ones do you need?
Oh,
He has a
Tell
list.
us.
I'm only kidding.
Oh, yeah. You'll tell me.
Okay.
You don't have to do this, Mike.
No, I'm fine.
I don't want to put you on the spot,
No,
but it is pretty
Credit for
accurate.
the heavy shoes, by the way.
God, you're lighter than me.
See that?
Crap.
That's as I started.
Dun,
dieting
dun,
2 weeks ago.
dun.
No carbs.
271.
No carbs. Good job.
That's with Justin with shoes on. That's not
That's
bad
right.
considering he went to a wedding.
It's
last
pretty
night.
accurate. Yeah. Worth buying. I think they're $800.
Yeah, I bought one that has a I don't have
That's
a
right, air pump. Now the air pump just turned on. That's good reason for us to leave. Let's go back to the shop. Well, you know, all good things must come to an end. Am I right, Susie?
That is correct.
So we're sending them home by way of 263 to 202 through Flemington, but then they'll get a chance to drive through the beautiful farmlands of New Hope, No Hope. And possibly stop if they see something.
Yes, I will. We'll do it.
There'll be little farm markets you can stop and have something to eat or whatever. So and from here to home is about 3 hours.
Yeah.
3.5 hours. And this is the fastest way, even though you don't think it is. And then there's no tolls.
All right.
No tolls. So, as I always say to everybody before they leave, get out!
I still love you.
He does.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
These two.
No. He's trying to make us feel good.
I said you got to come down here. We're this
Oh, you want a
close.
cold drink?
No,
No,
we're good.
We got stuff in the car. But thank you.
Go out, and then we're gonna go in the back and show you the Popeye. Well, all good things must come to an end. My Chuck is leaving. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to show you where we started the day. Here's where we all, the 4 of us, started the day. Well, we're here at Daddy Pop's. Yes, we popped in. We are. This is where we started today. Even though we're in the midst of today now, we started here, and Phil very generously stuffed all 4 of us.
Yes, he did.
And Chuck was my surprise guest. They planned this,
We did.
and boy, did they surprise me. But we're done. Now we'll go back to the show. Now look at that. And he treated.
He's a sweetheart of a
He
guy.
treated. And now Chuck has rewarded us with not 1, but 2 cookie things for me to eat today.
Amen to that.
Raspberry sandwich. These are going to be the best.
Good. We are looking for. We're going to have him. Chuck's going because he has an afternoon of things to do, and it's already late. And then Phil and his son are going to check into the hotel, wander around, lay about, whatever, and then come back so we can resume. Isn't that nice? So Chuck, we're really much appreciative.
My pleasure.
Glad you surprised me.
Thank you
at
guys
Daddy
for a wonderful
Pop's.
day. Thank you.
You got a chance to meet Mike and Susie here at TNT, and so he could see some of his future. The future isn't very bright for him, is it, here?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
We thank you, Mike.
it was very nice.
Absolutely,
Wasn't
Mike,
that a
thank
nice
you.
visit? And now, guess what? We're going to go and look at Bally's Popeye.
Sweet.
You want me to read stuff for you? I can read stuff.
I'll get it. There you go.
Phil.
Gurney! Hi, buddy.
Hello, sir.
We're back. And look, they came to pick up their Popeye.
Outstanding.
And does it look different than last time you left?
Yeah.
God, we've had it a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, year.
a whole year. But we did show some of the changes earlier. We're going to clean off the finger. Whose fingerprint? Oh, they're mine.
Big fingers.
Now what we did is we lit the bow. We lit the ice blue light, the flippers, especially at night when this thing's dark and you can see everything. And then
So
everything
white.
is lit up. Now, we do have a light in his nose, which was always there, but it's red. It's bright red now. So that'll come on. But up here, Phil, look, I always like this effect. The little window. This is great if you have somebody watching you play. So when the kids are watching, they can look down and see the ball bouncing around with the color changers. Yes, I realize it's kind of lost because you don't see it from here, but you see it when you walk around to admire the beauty of the game. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Now, we lit the buttons. Of course, we always do. The buttons are Timmy's idea. He calls them the light-o-matics. We changed. We had broken targets underneath the playfield. All new LEDs. The 4 flippers were horrendous. They were all rebuilt with all new parts. We put protector clear washers, so the plastics will never break. Never. Well, maybe in 40 years.
Another 40 years.
We'll still
Will
be
I
there.
be here in 40 years?
Nope.
No, I will. I'll be 106.
You won't be here, Doc.
Creep.
He will be.
Now look, the best thing is the beautiful job the color DMD right
It looks
here
so nice.
did with their color display. You'd be a fool not to buy this. A fool. And it just makes the thing pop.
Oh, it sure does.
And then, of course, it's the same size. It just bolts right in. And then you program it for the display. So this is all programmed for this. Now back here, we did all the usual things we do. The bridge rectifiers are the high boys. They're way up off the board so the heat can get around it. And it's all re-gunked with heat sink. And boy, you could fry an egg on this too. Ooh, that gets hot. And that's the capacitor that always goes bad. So of course there's a new one. That's going to have to be changed in 20 years.
Remember that.
Tell the kids. 20
That's
years.
going to be your job or your job in 20
Now in
years.
5 years you'll have to change this battery. Maybe less, maybe 4. That's a 2032. You can get that at CVS
Or
or
any store near
Walmart
you.
or anywhere.
Any store near
Anyway.
you.
And then right here we did the oops, I made a mistake chip. That one right there. So that's in the socket. So if Daddy is making adjustments on the game with the power on and then blows up the chip, he won't even have to take it out of the board. You can pop it out right from here and put a new one in. Not even take it out of the board. That was Frank's idea, I think. Frank came up with the idea of putting them on. So even if it's soldered in, we put them in a chip. So that makes that easy. We also covered this. We wrote not used. So nobody attempts to plug this in to the board and blow things up. That's the old display. That'll never be used again. But just to play it safe, we took out the parts here. So there's no high voltage on this board anymore. We took the fuses out and the capacitors. So if somebody did plug it in by mistake, there's a chance they wouldn't blow it up. We did double duty. And the best thing is the cabinet. We were showing them how magnificent the cabinet turned out. Here, come over here. There was no red on this side. So he repainted this. I mean, you have to get right up and look at it real close to see the paint.
Beautiful.
Because it's even hard to feel. But if you run your finger over this here, come over here. See, if you put your finger on it, you can feel the paint. But you can't really tell.
There's no way. Looks beautiful. Looks brand new.
Well, with the proper angles of the light, yes, I guess you could. But isn't it better to have the original artwork touched up rather than a new stupid sticker?
I don't like it.
Because
I
the
like
sticker
original.
does not always stick. Then it starts to come off on the edges. The factory stickers are always the best. You can preserve them. And we were lucky on this because I didn't think Stephen wanted to take this project on.
Thank you.
It's tough. That's
Not
the
a doubt.
game Stephen's working on now. So he's working on Star Trek. So that needed, painting is tough. So Steven is very busy here. That's why it took him so long to get this game
Picking this up
back.
tonight. You picking this up tonight? Oh, good.
Actually, we were earlier in the video. You saw that big area of stuff that's been waiting here for like a year also. So I'm doing them in the order. Sometimes I do games on screening.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
But he said, "What are you with my Popeyes?" Your dad cried to me. Tears rolling down his cheeks. I couldn't resist. I said, "Let me bring it back. Daddy wants his Popeye back." Shall we load the game up now?
I think we should.
I think we should, and then we'll come back for more fun with Phil. Fun with Phil.
Yes.
And bloopers.
Say goodbye.
I should.
Say goodbye, sunshine.
Well, instead, we're talking to Marc in Canada. Marc, say hello.
Hello. How are you?
He was watching the video earlier. He's all excited because we're working on more of his junk.
Nice games.
Yeah, well,
Real
they are nice, I think. But it's so late now, we decided it's Saturday night. We're going to go to Applebee's, and Kurt's sweetheart is going to join us. And then on Sunday, we'll do another game.
Yeah.
We could do the caveman.
Sure.
Why not?
Wait, you already did caveman.
We're having a lot of fun. No, we didn't do an extensive one. Now, Marc, how come you didn't buy the caveman when I had it available?
Cave.
Because somebody had already spoken for it earlier than I did.
Oh, poor Marc.
I asked you for another one, and you said no.
Well, we haven't been offered one in ages.
Saw him a poker machine one.
The poker machine caveman. You'll see. You'll know what that is when we'll show it tomorrow.
Wonder if I have a
So let's go. Why don't we rock it away to Applebee's? I can't take Marc though.
I want to stuff myself.
You want me
The
to?
boy
I-
wants the
okay.
stuff. Here we go.
Should we teleport?
What happened?
I have no clue. We're in the wrong place.
What happened to Applebee's?
We missed that one.
Nick, did you do something?
Nope.
We forgot to record last night at Applebee's. So now it's Sunday morning, and we couldn't go to Daddy Pop's because it was packed. We didn't want to wait an hour. Then we went to the Eagle Diner. That was packed. So we are back at the Cookie House. I can't show the sign, but we're stuffing ourselves.
With delicious breakfast, of course.
The boys are stuffing, and then, here, Nick, click your fingers. We're going down. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
We're back, and Aaron came too. He's going to help us
back.
with the best offer sale.
Fantastic. We need all the help we can get.
Oh, we do need a lot. Aaron did bring pizza and stuff. But we're going to go next door and find one last item for the auction. Now, I did promise everybody Caveman. That's this one. But we decided, because there's so much fun on this game, we're going to do an independent video of it.
I like that. It's a good idea.
Yeah, rather than just show you the game and then walk around and such, because this video has enough stuff in it. We already had Mr. Mike and his beautiful wife. We have Mr. Aaron, and his beautiful wheelchair.
That's right.
And we have me and my greatness. And look, Aaron has one of our rare gray hats.
I know. I'm slightly jealous because I have 3, but not one gray.
That's right.
This was the only gray one I saw.
was the only
I bought
one.
it right away.
It's the only great one. It was interesting. So that was a great one. So we're going to go next door, aren't we?
Yes.
Good. Let's go. I'm very depressed.
What?
All we found was a Burger Time and an Arkanoid.
Yeah, but Burger Time's a great game.
Kids go nuts for
But look at it. It's complete.
Well, it is. We do have a lot of monitors, so we're going to have to start listing these. We really are.
What size are those?
This may be 13-inch.
Yeah, they look 13. We got what? And then a lot of chassis for
Really?
19s, right?
Yeah, there's a lot. So there's still a lot of stuff to go through. Oh, look, another hang-on board. Kids love. You know, kids go nuts for hang-on. No, they don't. All right, let's go back over.
Let's do that.
Well, it's done. The sale is done.
Oh, you didn't want to be on.
Paulie.
You didn't want to be on camera. That's all right.
The whole crew tonight at Applebee's. Thank you for the donations. We're really nice that you did. We're very happy.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't get
We
here.
got for free.
There he is.
I got him earlier.
Did not get him here.
Hey, you don't think I'm that rude. Anyway, did you enjoy our video today?
It was awesome.
We had a lot of fun. We you know, we had Mike and we covered the warehouse and we did the best offer sale. Well, you should have watched that. Should have watched. Good night, folks. Thanks for watching.
Good night, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Good night.